everybody. It's Daniel here, and welcome to Emotional English Podcast, the podcast where we learn an English language effortlessly, emotionally, fulfilled with energy, and of course, positively. Welcome, everybody. And another podcast episode is up here, and it's me, Daniel here. I want to announce another podcast episode, and today we're going to discuss the topic, a very important topic. We're going to discuss how to gain resilience. And maybe you can ask yourself, what is resilience? And we'll discuss it today. And we'll discuss how to gain resilience in 5 steps. Very simple, nice, understandable, nice 5 steps. But before I start, I want to announce some updates, some news, our podcast. Now I've decided to make even more activity on our social media platform on Telegram. So if you haven't subscribed on my Telegram, just go to Emotional English on Telegram and subscribe, because daily I publish the post about a revision of the vocab. So you have a chance to practice your vocabulary daily in the comment section, and you'll see some examples and practice of other people there. And sometimes about 2 times a week, I've decided to post 2 videos, just a fast revision of the vocab again. It's like a short video which shows you how to use the word in the daily life, right? And then I usually post the updates of my podcast episodes there. I've created the Boosty channel where you can support our podcast. So just go to Boosty channel. The link is in the description or on Telegram. Just Boosty Emotional English. Let me see the exact link. Maybe you don't want to look for the link, right? I'll give you the direct link. You just go to the website boosty.to, and so the website is /boosty boosty.to/emotional English. All right. So this is the link. You just go there and you have a chance to be a podcast subscriber for $1.99 per month. It's just the support of our podcast. So you give me more motivation to make more episodes of our podcast on a week basis. And then you have another subscription is the Podcast Subscriber Plus. So with this subscription, you'll have a chance to receive an extra podcast episode every week and a detailed review video on the different topics, right? So just an extra content for a unique Subscriber Plus members. That's all my announcement for today. So I will start posting the unique content on Boosty from the moment I'll get my first Subscriber Plus member. So let's be the Subscriber Plus member, guys, because the moment you start being this Subscriber Plus member, you'll see more unique content every week. So it means 4 unique extra podcast episodes every month and 4 detailed review videos with a new vocab and a chance to learn English more effectively. Okay, sorry for this little off topic. And now we're coming back to our true emotional story, how to gain resilience in 5 steps. Normally, when I discuss this topic, I read the podcast. Let's say I read the little introduction text, right? And then we describe new vocabulary and we describe, and I just give you some extra comments about the topic. I give you my life experiences and we discuss it all and revise it all, memorize everything, and improving our lives, right? Step by step. So this time I'll do pretty the same. I'll read a little text about resilience for you guys, and we'll discuss 5 steps, how to gain resilience. And then I'll ask you 5 comprehensive questions, and we'll discuss some new vocab, right? So all step by step. So let's start. And I'll start this discussion from the definition of resilience, right? Because, you can ask yourself, what is resilience? Resilience is the ability to recover quickly from any type of difficulty, guys. So let's imagine you have faced a problem, and your resilience level is this amount of ability to recover after the quick problem, right? For example, I woke up and I broke my coffee maker. Let's imagine that. So, how to understand my resilience? Do I have one or I don't have it? So, if I can live normal life without paying attention to the problem I faced, so it means I have some resilience. And you know what? The amount of resilience, all of us has a different amount, right? If you have a bigger resilience, so you can stay focused on your life without problems and without losing concentration and motivation, easier, right? But if you have no resilience, you just cry or you don't want to do anything, you're going to the depression and all kind of stuff like that, right? So how to gain resilience, you can ask. So that's what I want to discuss, right? So resilience is the ability to bounce back from challenges and keep going. So what does it mean to bounce back? It's a pretty similar idea here. So to stay positive and to fight back, right? Bouncing back. It's like a ball. You know, this word bounce back is like a ball bouncing from the ground, right? You know, there are some bouncing balls like the balls made of rubber, I guess. That's more bouncy effect balls. So you just hit the ball and then you see how it bounces back to you, right? So the same with resilience. If you do have resilience, you can bounce back to life, and no matter what's going on with you, you're repeating in a positive way, right? So you're continuing your journey. That's your bounce, right? So resilience is the ability to bounce back from challenges and keep going even when things are tough. So when things are tough, it means that things are not very good, not very simple, right? So when things are tough, it's not that simple to live, right? So there are 5 steps which steps can help you build resilience, right? How to gain it. The step number 1 is to be positive, to stay positive. So we should try to focus on the good things in our life. And even when things are hard, we should be focused on the good thing. So that's literally what this step is about. We should be focused on the good things in our life. A positive attitude helps you to see opportunities instead of problems. Yes, when you focused on good results or on good things, you can see opportunities instead of problems. It's just the positive mentality, right? And what is attitude? It's the way of acting, right? When you have a positive attitude, it means you act positively. When you have a negative attitude, it means your behavior is not good. So you're acting negatively. So we should stay positive, guys, to gain our resilience, to bounce back more effectively. The second step is to set realistic goals. We should set realistic goals, guys. What does it mean? When we breaking big tasks into smaller ones, it becomes like manageable, right? So our big tasks become manageable, more manageable. So we have manageable steps when we break big projects into smaller ones. And then achieving small goals will give us confidence and will keep us motivated. So, because the problem of all procrastinators, like me, so I am one of them, by the way. So we think about huge projects and we want to realize them by one night. And it's almost unrealistic, right? So what should I do in this situation to set realistic goals? So I need to break this huge project into smaller ones, right? Like I did previous week. So I've already posted 7 great posts about revision of the vocab. So now I have more interactions with my audience, and it's definitely improved the quality of the material and the quality of my teaching. and I like this interaction, and I see the first results. So my audience is getting bigger, and it's pretty interesting. So if I want to be successful with my English, right, with my English project, with my podcast, I want to be stable, right? And I want to post my podcast repeatedly every week, at least one podcast. And if you're the, let's say, Podcast Subscriber Plus member, so I should make another episode just for the Boosty channel. So, and I want to post this content repeatedly without skipping, right? So that's more realistic, and I should realize it, and I should be concentrated on it without thinking, oh, my podcast is big and nice, without an extra effort, right? So I should be realistic and concentrate on every step I make, right? And that's I'll get more resilience after that, right? For sure. So I will stand more effective against the problems. I will be more resilient. If you describe the person as resilient, it means he can stay longer, right? You can describe resilience as the opportunity to run for longer distance, right? If you're a marathon runner, you can run for a whole marathon, and you will show your resilience after the kilometer of maybe 17, right? After the 17th kilometer, you will show, do you have resilience and how much of resilience you have, right? I mean, you understand what I'm saying, right? It's pretty tough to run the marathon. So that's why. The third step, right? We discussed with you the positive mentality, the first step, and we discussed with you the realistic goals set up. And the next step is we should ask for help, right? We should ask for help, and we shouldn't be scared of this step because it's pretty normal to ask for help. So don't be afraid to talk to friends or maybe your family or the teachers when you're struggling. Support from others can make challenges easier to handle. And I like two great words here. First of all is struggling. What does it mean, struggling? When you struggle, you feel discomfort. When you struggle, things are running not quickly, not nice. And sometimes I'm struggling with a lot of work. You know, I'm just like, I swamped, you know, I have so many things to do and I'm struggling, man. And after that, I need to find the way how to handle it. So another phrase or vocab here, to handle something. When you can handle things, it means you can realize them, you can work effectively, and that's actually the effectiveness. When you can easier handle things, you can finish your projects more effectively. All right. So now we're not struggling anymore because we're asking for help. And now we're asking for help, and our challenges, I'm finishing my challenges much more easier. I'm handling them much more effectively. Okay. So we discussed third step. Now let's go to the fourth step, how to gain resilience. And the fourth step is we should learn from mistakes. Absolutely true. We should learn from our mistakes, because when you don't learn from your mistakes, you're not having this opportunity to stay longer, you know, because you're still making mistakes. You're repeating making mistakes, and you're not analyzing your path, right? You're not getting better, right? You're not evolving, and that's the opposite of progression, right? And if we want our resilience to grow, we need to learn from our mistakes to stay longer, to stay focused longer, right? So instead of feeling bad about failures, about our mistakes or previous mistakes, we think about what we can learn from our mistakes, right? From our bad experiences. Because the mistakes, it's our opportunities to grow and improve our life, guys. That's exactly what I wanted to say. So mistakes are our opportunities to grow and improve. And that's how our resilience getting better. Learning from mistakes. Absolutely true. So that paragraph is pretty simple, right? Maybe one vocab I want to say here and announce here, it's the failures, right? What is failure? Failure is an opposite of success, right? So if you have successes in life, you can analyze why you have achieved your successes. But more effective is to learn from your failures. So if you've made a mistake, you can understand why you've made a mistake. What was the failure, right? Analyze the failure and make the failure to success, right? Let's improve it. And next step we achieve success. Yeah, that's how it works. And again, don't forget about about realistic goals, right? When we're analyzing, we should set realistic analysis and realistic goals. Maybe it's a to-do list, which is very simple and understandable for our mind. Yeah. And the last but not least, guys, we should take care of ourselves because resilience is connected to your comfort zone. If you feel stressed, if you feel not healthy, if you feel weak, you will not stay strong. You will not stay strong for a long time. And that's the definition of resilience. If you feel not well, you should do something to improve your overall feelings. Maybe you should eat healthy. Maybe you should exercise. Maybe you should get enough sleep to recover. Because when our body and our mind are strong, it's much easier to handle stress and challenges, guys. That's a general idea again. The recovery is the most important thing because if you just work hard, you're going to the burnout. It leads you to burnout. So when you want to improve and gain your resilience, you should take care of these 5 aspects. You should be focused on positivity. You should set realistic goals. And if you have a big goals, just cut them into smaller, manageable steps. And then if you really have no time, so ask for help to implement your ideas. And then learn from your mistakes. And then, of course, take care of yourself. Go to sauna, relax. Take it easy in general, and then you'll be much more healthier and effective. So these are the 5 steps, guys, how to gain the resilience. But I would like to ask you 5 comprehensive questions. By the way, do you know what does it mean, comprehensive? Comprehensive is the word to describe understanding, right? So when I say to you, do you comprehend me? It's the same as do you understand me? So comprehensive, it means understandable question or questions related to understanding the material. So let's discuss the questions. What is resilience? And why is it important to have resilience? What do you think, guys? Yes, resilience is a great thing. Resilience is an ability to recover quickly from difficult situations, right? And why is it important to have resilience? Because you can be more successful in life. You can achieve more results and you can improve yourself more effectively when you have resilience. The second question, how can a positive attitude help you become more resilient? And that's pretty simple, right? Because positive attitude gives us positivity, which we use to work and focus more effectively. Without positivity, without the positive attitude, it's not so easy to become resilient because we will be depressed and we'll have lack of motivation, right? I guess it's understandable here. The third question, why is it helpful to break big tasks into smaller goals? What a good question. Why is it helpful to break big tasks into smaller goals? I guess it's important because smaller tasks or goals are easier to handle, right? You remember what the handle means, right? It's easier to work on it. When the task is small, not big, it's pretty simple. We just break the big task and work with the small one. Question number 4. Who can you ask for help when you're facing a challenge? when you're facing a challenge, you should ask for help, right? But whom? Maybe it's your friend. Maybe it's your family member. Maybe it's the person you know. Maybe it's your colleague. So it doesn't matter. If you really need help, if you feel not laziness, but the lack of time, for example, you should ask for help. That's for sure. And that gives you more resilience because help provides you comfort zone, and comfort zone provides you long lasting. I mean, you can stand longer. So that's the point. And the last but not least question here, what are some ways to take care of yourself to build resilience? I would answer from my perspective. I go to sauna. I play computer games. I can speak with my favorite people or with my colleagues. I can do maybe some charity, It really makes me happy. And that's the way I take care of myself. I can drink some coffee, just to have a beautiful cup of coffee when I feel the need of it. And that's exactly what I need to do to improve my resilience. So, and 5 more revision words, what I want to discuss with you guys. How the opportunities is connected with resilience. It's pretty simple. Opportunities are connected with resilience is pretty nicely because if you're resilient, you can stand longer and you can continue your journey of progression without some distractions. And that's a good opportunity to win. It's a good opportunity to succeed. But you need to have some confidence with you, right? What is confidence? Confidence, it's a feeling of trusting yourself, the trusting of your abilities and your qualities. When you have confidence, you have a good self-esteem. When you have a lack of confidence, you don't have any of it. So you need to think of your confidence. It's another thing, how to improve your resilience. Your task should be manageable, and it means that it should be easier to handle or control. And you should be focused on positivity, for sure. So I hope I discussed some vocab here. I discussed some questions with you guys, and we discussed how to gain resilience in 5 steps. I hope it was pretty useful and interesting for you guys. And just continue your journey of English. Listen to the podcast again if you haven't understood everything. If you haven't understand everything, just listen it again until you understand it clearer. And then if you have realized and understood everything clearer or in a clean or clear way, so just practice and maybe make a text about it or ask yourself some questions or revise it with me. You can answer some of my questions while you were listening, right? So practice, guys. That's very important. And of course, don't forget about positivity, emotionality, and of course, do it effortlessly without paying much attention. English coming to your mind automatically while you're listening to it. And just try a little effort and you'll achieve and succeed. Just do it and things will get better. So a lot of love to you guys. I hug you all. I respect you all. Let's stay in touch and subscribe to our podcast. Support our podcast on Boosty, boosty.to/emotional English. Subscribe on my social medias platforms, right? To my Telegram, I guess. Right now it's the most active, and VK is pretty active as well. So let's stay in touch, and I'll see you very soon in the next episode. So let's stay in touch and have an amazing practice with your English. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.